Well, hello there, and welcome to day one of my 5 days of my top 5 favorite products for 2020. Each day, I'm going to be focusing on a different category for makeup and beauty products that I love, that I can't stop reaching for one reason or another. And I gotta tell you, it was hard because I love makeup products so much. It was hard narrowing it down to 5 per category, but I did it, and I went in with intention. So the products that we're going to be talking about today are my favorite eye products. So we got eyeshadows, liners, lashes, products that when I think, let me grab a pair of lashes that will not fail me. I'm gonna grab this one. These aren't gonna be products that are necessarily like my OG holy grails that have been for years, like my standard, like Marc Jacobs liner, my favorite CoverGirl mascara. It's not those ones, but you can check out those videos if you want to see, more of my holy grail favorites. These are products that I just loved so much throughout the year that just kept inspiring me to create some fun looks or just beautifulness, and I just couldn't get enough of. So I hope that makes sense. And I hope that is good for you. Now, I know most of you are probably my OG fan bam who are watching right now, but if you happen to stumble upon this video and you are new to my face, my name is Ashley Ellix, and I am a cruelty-free beauty YouTuber here on the tube. And usually I post 3 times a week my videos, but of course this is gonna be 5 days in a row of my top 5 faves of 2020, like we talked about. And if you guys want to see my other 5 fave videos, then make sure you hit that little subscribe button and your bell is tapped. That way YouTube notifies you when I post those videos, but I'll also leave a playlist down in the description box once more videos come out so you can watch them all at once. So yeah, that is what we're gonna be doing. And if you are ready to see my top 5 favorite eye products of 2020, then you're in the right place. And all you need to do now is sit back, hang tight, and keep on watching. I gotta be real, when I was saying the day one of 5 days, it was a tongue twister that took quite a few takes. Top 5 fave days of my fave days. 5 fave days of my day. Of my days of 5. 5 days. 5. Okay, so let me start showing you my 5 favorite eye products. So let me start with probably the most obvious one if you follow me over on my Instagram, because I'm always sharing my Insta stories of different looks I've been doing using this palette, because I can't stop using it since I got it, okay? And that is the Huda Beauty Naughty Nude palette. Now, I'm not that surprised that this ended up being a favorite of mine, because I love the Huda Nude palette so much that is still a top tier favorite of mine. Like I said, I'm not talking about overall of all time products. We're focusing on 2020 this year and then the good things that have come out of it. So I love the Naughty Nude palette. One caveat is the slippery shade is completely stupid to me. Of course, we've been there, we've talked about it. I have a whole review video about this palette. That shade is dumb, but it got people talking, so I can understand, I guess, the gimmick of it. Maybe. And some people might like the gloss, and you know what? It does work good as a shimmer base in it. But you don't even need that eyeshadow to enjoy and love this palette so much. Every single look that I have done with this palette, I have just loved. And every time I'm getting ready, like off camera, not filming with anything in particular, I think to myself, what eyeshadow palette do I want to grab? This is one of them, because I just simply love every single look that I've created. I love these tones on my skin tone and with my eyes, because I do have green eyes. So the reds and the burgundies really help my green eyes to pop. I did use this palette today, and I went with kind of like a more blue purple look, which was really cool that I was able to create that with this palette by using this marbly shade up here. It has this really cool blue shift that you wouldn't even know would have unless you swatched it. It's super, super cool. So I love the formulas of these Naughty Nudes, the new Nude, because they're very innovative, they're very beautiful, and I just, quite frankly, can't get enough. So yes, if you're not following me on Instagram and you need to see more looks with this, like I said, I'm always putting them on my Insta stories, and you can see different looks with that because it's great. And the matte formula is beautiful. It's just one of my fave formulas overall for metallics and mattes and shimmers. And it's a little pricey, but to me, I would buy this again in a second. I would buy New Nude in a second. I love it. Now, another eyeshadow palette that always gets me going, that gets me excited, and this was earlier this year that I couldn't get enough of, and every time I wanted to do an eye look, this is the one that I would want to grab. It's the Melt 420 palette, which I just think that the Melt formula for the mattes is absolutely gorgeous, beautiful, so rich, so pigmented. So I was feeling the very grungy but like bright on some days type of vibe for the summer and fall, and this is the palette that I was grabbing for those looks. and I just love it. I just love it. I mean, I'm gonna say that about everything that I'm talking about in this video, but it just, the pan size is huge, so this one does have a heftier price tag as well, but it's gonna last me forever. I think that the yellow is so beautiful. You have the bright green, but you also have these deeper brown tones, and I love the grungy, nudie vibes that it gives. It's just something different. If you're looking for a nude palette, but with a twist, like a 90s grunge twist, this is the palette that would be for you because it is just really nice. And the formula, it doesn't mess around. Like, it is pigmented, but you can still blend it out really nicely. And I've loved every look that I've created with this too. So number 3, and these are in no particular order, but just the third thing we're gonna talk about today, I didn't realize that these had like a cult following. I totally missed that and I spaced it out, I guess. I don't know, but I'm in love now. And again, I cannot stop using these, even though they're not traditional colors. I don't really do that many traditional eye looks. I love these melt gel liners so much. The ones that I have are from the recent Beetlejuice launch, and I can't stop using the purple. I keep pairing it with the Naughty Nude palette, which is what I did today. So I did that blue look, and then I did the purple gel on top. And this purple one, it's supposed to be like a pigment paint and not necessarily proof of the eye area because it's a vegan formula, so it might cause some staining and stuff, but I've had no irritation. It's been wonderful. I also use the gray all the time, and I just love how pigmented it is, how smooth it glides on. I also have the green one. Now, I don't love putting limited edition stuff in my favorites because you can't always repurchase it, but I'm including these gel liners because a lot of you guys commented on my Beetlejuice videos saying the melt gel liners are amazing. You need all of them, Ashley. Go grab them. So I'm like, okay, I'm sold. As soon as I can grab some more different shades, I will. That way I can incorporate them in future videos and stuff because the formula is so nice. And if the formula of the other ones are anything like this Beetlejuice formula, it's just gonna be so smooth, long wearing, just beautiful. And I cannot get enough of that either. It is so, so nice. Now, the next thing I want to talk about are my favorite set of lashes. Now, over the years, since I first tried this brand, I have tried to find dupes and just something that is just, I would say, more accessible. However, now they are more accessible, which makes me really excited. But I can never find a different brand that just fits to my eyes so, so well. And this lash style in particular, I just love it, and I keep grabbing them and I can't stop using them, and I always love how pretty they look on my eyes, and I'm wearing them today. It is the House of Lashes Iconic Luxe lashes, and the Luxe, they are luxe, man. They are fluffy. They are pretty. I love them. I like how they're fluffy, but they still wing out on the side and they give a nice lift. I really like these Iconic Luxe ones. Now, they have 3 different styles of the Iconics. For me, the classic Iconic looked a little crazy. I don't have like that much eyelid space, so the regular Iconics just covered up too much. These Luxe ones almost wing out more. And then I think I have the Iconic, there's 4. I think there's a mini and a light. The mini just means that they're shorter, and then the light just means that they're not as full looking. I don't know, whatever, you know, there's an iconic lash for everybody when it comes to the House of Lashes, but Iconic Luxe is my favorite. And overall, every pair of lashes that I get from House of Lashes, I love so much. They just have this way of contouring around my eyelid that I don't have to worry about lifting throughout the day. They just pop right on, so quick and easy, and I cannot find a dupe for them no matter how hard I try. Now, I said that, you know, originally I was looking for something more accessible for people, but they are now selling select pairs at Target. Woo! So you don't have to go through the online ordering and pay for extra shipping and stuff. Some Targets sell some of the pairs in stores and then online too. So I have to check if you can get the Iconic Luxe in Target. I will link that down below. But yeah, hopefully you don't have to only go direct to the stores. Probably learned to look that up before, but nonetheless, still my favorite set of lashes, House of Lashes Iconic Luxe. Beautiful. So the last products I want to mention are actually pretty much every single ColourPop eyeshadow palette that I've ever owned, but I love the formula of the ColourPop eyeshadows. I have the Disney Princess palettes from ColourPop that I absolutely love. I have the new Raw Beauty Christie one that is just amazing. I have a lot of the monochromatic palettes, and I even have the new Fade Into Hue palette, which I can't put that on a favorites yet because I'm still getting used to it and using it, but I really like it. I love the pressed glitters that they include in some of them, and I know that's up for debate and a point of contention for a lot of people, but I love them. Every look that I've done with using the pressed glitters from ColourPop, I love. What I also love about the ColourPop eyeshadow palettes and the eyeshadow formulas is that they have a lower price point, so it's a more affordable range, but they compete with the ultra luxe eyeshadow brands like this $68 palette and this $50-something palette. Those ColourPop formulas really compete and can hold their own against these top tier prices, and I just think that that's super awesome, and I wanted to include them in this because I know that I can grab a ColourPop palette and not be disappointed in the look that I come out with, and I can just have so much fun. They always spark my creativity, and there's pretty much a color story for anything that you're looking for at this point. I mean, they go a little ham on the launches and it's pretty overwhelming, and I really try to be selective on which palettes I buy from them because it's like, I know that the formula is going to be good, but does the color story really serve me? And of the palettes that I have, I love them all. So they deserved a spot on this list for sure. Let me know down in the comments below what some of your favorite eye products were of this year of 2020. Was there any launch in particular that you absolutely loved? Was there something that carried over from previous years that you can't stop using? I'm super curious and I would love to get a chat going down in the comments, so hit me up there. Also, make sure you are subscribed and your bell is tapped so you don't miss out on the rest of this week's videos. But you could also check back tomorrow because YouTube isn't the best about sending notifications out. That way you can see day 2, which is going to be all about my face-based products like foundations and things like that. So come on back, check that out, and yeah, that is it for today. I hope you're having a good start of your week, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!